They don't want people to feed other human beings.
Well, in 2025, I'm your new Nocratic government. So you have two governments now. You have the old one, and then you got me, guys. So we're living in an idiocracy like the movie. The majority wants the smartest to lead. I've been your new government the last 11 years. You just haven't noticed. Why would you notice? Right? Everyone wants to be famous. Everybody wants power. Everybody wants to abuse their power once they get it, like the Stanford prison experiment. So the problem is you have psychopaths in the old government acting like leaders. They're putting on a good show, aren't they? They convinced all of you, didn't they? Right? But they're just actors. And this is what has to be taken as a sociology experiment. Hey, the old government is going to get away with what it can as a narcissist till you say no, right? It's going to bomb other countries when it's not supposed to. It's going to say it's wrong to feed the homeless. It's going to criminalize homelessness. It's going to do everything wrong till you step up and become the government like me, guys, right? And get laughed at. You have to get laughed at by the idiocracy. Because now you know, hey, they're going to make fun of even the smartest person, even the person that they wanted to be their government. So this goes back to food, not bombs. You've had people on a grassroots level trying to feed the homeless for a long time. What happens to them? Well, the cops come around and crack down. You're not supposed to do that, right? You have veterans feeding the homeless. You're not supposed to do that. You can't feed the homeless, right? They're not supposed to have a home. They're supposed to be in a labor camp, a concentration camp nowadays, right? So when are you going to stand up to your tyrannical government? That's what the founders of America would be asking you. If America's been taken over and hijacked by a foreign nation, when are you going to do something about it? Are you going to start a new country like I did 11 years ago that gets omitted and attacked with arson, and then they call it climate change? You know, the old government might attack the new government because, hey, it's a little country, it's the nation of Cascadia. So the bigger country is going to bully the little one. Now you know what's going to happen. I'm the canary in the coal mine. I was the president of the West Coast in Cascadia. Did Americans notice? No. They have a bullhorn. All they do is shout, America, 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 right? And then they roll coal, right? All over your little daydream. This is America, right? But do they know the First Amendment? Donald Trump doesn't. And he's on his second term, going for a third term. He doesn't know the basics yet. He doesn't know the right to life, just like Joe Biden. I'm not picking on Trump. I'm picking on all of you. You're all dumb. No one's ever told you before that you didn't understand the Declaration of Independence for 250 years. When does the smart guy get to call you dumb without it being offensive? You weaponized being offended. Hey, I'm going to teach you about the First Amendment. Since you didn't understand that, you didn't understand freedom of speech. It's what I call the ninny state. The ninny state wants to police what you can say with its thought police and its mind reading computers. Now everything that you say is hate speech. They didn't learn the First Amendment, did they? When Donald Trump wants to prosecute you for burning the American flag, it shows he doesn't know the basics yet, right? Is Donald Trump a psychopath? Well, you all are, as Americans, you all pay taxes towards genocide, the genocide of Gaza. Hey, if Israel wants that money, does it care about your lives, though, right, necessarily? It just wants to maintain the illusion that your country still exists 11 years after it ended so that it can use America as a giant piggy bank. It wants to use the US military to take over the world. And it's doing a good job. They bribed all your politicians, blackmailed the president, intimidated the president with a golden pager. What's the Constitution say you're supposed to do? Well, you wipe the slate clean, right? If I run continuity of government, I teach you the basics. I teach you the First Amendment. I teach you the right to life, since you didn't understand it in America's entire duration. So America essentially never happened, right? Benjamin Franklin said it's a republic if you can keep it. Well, what if you're Butterfingers? What if you violate the right to life when you use lethal force by police? You allow abortion and execution. It shows you don't know the basics as Americans. So I'm going to teach you, right? I'm teaching you why your country ended. I'm teaching you why it's a one nation continent today. I'm teaching you Chief Seattle philosophy. He's trying to tell you, hey, silly white man, you don't own the land. We share the land on this continent. A psychopath's not going to care. A psychopath's going to do the genocide of the natives. And Jefferson's going to say that human life does matter after that, but then they're going to be hypocrites and never uphold the right to life America's entire duration. So that's the problem. Psychopaths are saying that human life matters, and then they're going back on their word. Okay? So Trump's not supposed to bomb other countries. You're not supposed to rubber stamp an execution as a governor. The cops are not supposed to blow your brains out, but nobody's ever told you before. The smart guy was not around till I came around, right? It's wrong for America to attack other nations. You're not setting a good example when you do that. You're not upholding their right to life either, are you? If you allow Trump to bomb Iran just because Israel wants to do that. Is he really a peace president? He likes to carry around a list of all the wars he's ended. But he jumps on the bandwagon to attack Iran, right? You're not supposed to do that, Donald Trump. It shows that your government's been hijacked by Israel. That's what Israel wants America to do. Israel wants America to attack any country that it wants. That's what 9/11 was really about. Okay, so we attacked all the nations that Wesley Clark talked about. We toppled Libya, killed Gaddafi, and Hillary Clinton laughed about it. Are you supposed to have a leader who laughs about the death of a foreign leader? No, Hillary Clinton's a psychopath. Does she know she's a psychopath? Does Donald Trump know he's a psychopath? The boomers themselves are psychopaths, and no one's ever put them in their place. No one's ever told them before, hey, boomers, you have callousness, disregard for human life, disregard for international law, disregard for the basics, right? So they're inept. They don't know what they're doing. They might as well be in the nursing home. Look, they want to be popular in the nursing home. Donald Trump's going to be 190 years old in the nursing home pretending he's the president, guys. That's what's going on. Joe Biden's doing the same thing. He's pretending he's a leader after America ended. And you fell for it. You fell for Joe Biden as a leader because you like to make fun of the smart guy. Well, what's the result of that? You get left with the world that you already had, the idiocracy where everyone's a moron, right? So you get the world that you already had by dissolving the potential for a new world. You like to make fun of the smart guy. You want to hog the limelight for a quick laugh on TikTok. You want to say that my voice sounds funny. I look hokey. I'm a big cheese ball, right? But you like to make fun of every leader you have, right? Even the good one that you wanted. And that's what I'm pointing out. Hey, you guys make fun of everybody, even the smart guy. And I want you all to know that. So that's what psychopaths do. They have sardonic mockery. They like to attack the alpha male protector of the group so that they can get with the ladies.